and our viewers some stock trading ideas. Let's move right on and bring on board an important management. We are being joined by Global Spirits Management. There's Vijay Rekhi, who's joining us from Uni Beverages, and there's also Shekhar Swaroop from Global Spirits. Thanks a lot, gentlemen, for taking time out to chat with us. Of course, we would like to know more about this foray into the premium drinks market via this new JV. Mr. Swaroop, I'll come to you first. Unibev is marking the company's foray into the premium alcohol segment. Could you tell us a bit about the scheme of arrangement that's being looked at, and how much cash infusion would it involve at your end, and the kind of volumes that you're targeting at the end?
Sure, thank you so much. It's our pleasure to be associated with Mr. Vijay Rekhi. Mr. Vijay Rekhi is the leader of innovation in the IMFL spirits through his career, and we together are bringing in some innovative disruption in the IMFL brand space, in the premium IMFL brand space in India. Our joint venture is one of association with Mr. Rekhi. He comes on with a 10% stake in the company. Unibev is a subsidiary of Global Spirits, and that is the association that we have. Global Spirits will be investing into Unibev through its own cash flows. Be that as it may, we are open to finding partners, financial partners who share our vision of this industry to come on board as well. The volumes here that we target, we are focusing in the premium space, which has about 15% of the total IMFL volume. However, a very large share of the IMFL profit that is possible. And we are doing this through our, like I said, innovative and unique product differentiators, which we'd love to talk about today.
Right. Mr. Rekhi, let me come to you. The industry itself has undergone a big change in the last 5 years. We've, of course, seen some big changes, some big launches. People have put in, global giants have put in a lot of money here in India. So, what will be the strategy going ahead? Does the strategy remain similar? It's a 2-3 player market. So as soon as you, get some new launches going in, the market share gains could be visible soon?
Well, the whole idea is that we want to disrupt the market. There is no company, whether it's the two companies who are leading in the premium segment, there's no company which has come out with the type of unique product offering which we have got. As you can make out from some of the news which is already there, that we have blended our product with aged scotch, 12, 15, 18, 21-year-old scotches, and market has not seen product offering of this type, and this disruption which we are bringing in the marketplace will give us elbow room and garner a fair amount of market share over a period of time. I think it will give we are the challengers, it will give the leaders in the marketplace a run for their efforts.
Right. So, in the last 2 to 3 years, and of course going ahead into an election year, do you expect more government regulation to come into this sector? There has been a lot of noise in every state, what's happening with alcohol, how they are looking to ban, in some of the states. Do you think that the market that you will be catering to will be above all of this?
I think so. There is always a chatter in the government and the political circles about sort of regulation, over-regulation. But let's face the fact that India is a robust market for spirits and other alcoholic type of products. I don't think anything is going to be disruptive for the growth of this market, this product category. It will grow the market, and the product categories will keep on growing in the domain they operate in, be it be beer, be it be wine, and be it be spirits. But spirits, of course, is the biggest slice of the pie, and premium segment is one of the most profitable for the companies, and that's why we have chosen, along with Globus, to partake in this effort. We are hoping that we would get a fair share for our disruptive, innovative and high quality products in the marketplace.
Let's also bring in Mr. Swaroop into the discussion. You know, like Mr. Rekhi pointed out, there have been just two players so far who were very pertinent and who were very dominant in this particular market. Is there a reason why local players were hesitating all this time to enter the premium segment in a big way?
Well, you know, just to take forward from what Mr. Rekhi was saying, there are the two big players who have a lion's share of the market. However, there have been a bunch of brand launches over the last few years in the premium space as well. I think the point that we are trying to drive is that the strategy at Unibev is to differentiate our products by providing a value proposition to the consumer and to the trade channel, which does not exist in the market today, which no player has been able to do in the last 3 decades, despite the various degrees of innovations that they have tried. And Unibev is the first to do this. It's really the most innovative thing that has happened in the industry. And a testament to that is you know, Mr. Rekhi's own career in the market, in the industry, and Globus's background in the industry as well. We have not seen such innovation take place. And we believe that the products we now have created and the value proposition in these products, we will be able to take on the big players in the market.
Mr. Rekhi, what will be the brand name under which you will be selling these products, and what's the expected rollout time, the distribution expense, or the setup time, you know, that could happen before the first rollout?
Okay, so our 18-year-old blend is called Oakton, and the 12-year-old blend is called Governor's Reserve. And we have a brandy also, which is blended with a 3-year-old, is called L'Affaire. And we have two-stage launches. We are first covering the southern India markets. The products are already rolled out in Pondicherry and in Karnataka state. And in the next 2 to 3 weeks, they will be going into the contiguous states of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. After that, we will focus our attention to the other profitable states for the IMFL products, mostly in north of India, and also to some extent in west and in east. So it's a two-stage distribution and spread effort, and we have already launched these products in a very aggressive manner, and they've been well received by the consumers and the trade alike.
Mr. Rekhi, I want to ask you an industry question. Now, you know, every now and then, whenever the player becomes big in the market, there has been an M&A which happens, and time and again you keep getting news flow that some Japanese player is interested in Radico, some other players are interested in some other distilleries that are going on. Do you expect a lot more investment from foreign players via acquisition in the sector?
Well, that has happened in the past, and I see no reason why it would not happen in the future. So foreign players would like to have a share of the pie in 325 million case market, and with over $1 billion in terms of product contribution, and definitely there will be a lot of interest by the foreign players.
Okay, Mr. Rekhi, just let's chat a bit, you know, away from the JV before we let you go. Just talking about the sharp decline in molasses that has happened as a key raw material for you. What's the kind of reduction in cost that you have witnessed, and the industry at large is likely to see a benefit? What kind of a benefit are you factoring in?
Well, molasses prices have been seeing ups and downs, but I think Mr. Swaroop would be in a better position to answer this question.
Mr. Swaroop, can you talk to us about the molasses prices?
Prices, molasses prices have seen a sort of a, if I may call it a lifetime low currently. But a lot of, there is a sufficient amount of alcohol that's available. A lot of the molasses players are supplying their product for fuel ethanol Unibev's main raw material is scotch, of course, as Mr. Rekhi mentioned, and of course grain neutral alcohol. The whiskies will not be using any molasses alcohol for production. These will be grain only whiskies. Of course, there will be some other products that are launched, which if the process allows, if the type of product allows, for example, a rum allows a molasses or requires a molasses alcohol for it to be called rum, we might go down that route. But the whiskies are grain neutral spirit only whiskies.
All right, gentlemen, it was great chatting with the both of you to get a sense of what this JV is likely to be and the timelines associated with it, and of course the larger outlook for the alcohol sector in the country.
On that note, we're taking a break. Coming back in 2 minutes, we'll get some monsoon update on the other side of this.